Hey guys, it's Ernesto and welcome back to yet another video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm having a wonderful day. So today we're going to talk about why lighting styles and lighting patterns are important to portrait photographers. So stay tuned and we're going to get straight into it.
Yo solamente pienso en ti. Yo solamente pienso en ti.
Okay, so before we jump into what are lighting styles and lighting patterns, let's first identify the four sources of light that we actually use. And that would be ambient light, natural light, continuous light, and artificial light, aka flash. We use these four light sources to help us identify the lighting patterns and also help us to create multiple lighting styles. So in this video, we're going to talk about 4 lighting patterns and 2 lighting styles. The 4 lighting patterns that we're going to talk about is butterfly lighting, Rembrandt lighting, loop lighting, and split lighting. The 2 lighting styles that we're going to talk about is broad lighting and short lighting. Each one of these lighting patterns and lighting styles help to shape your subject's face. Some lighting techniques can flatten your subject's face, and some can add depth and dimension to your image. So let's go over each one of the lighting styles. The first lighting style that we're going to start with is split lighting. This is when the light is shown on one side of the subject's face and the other side is in shadow. In other words, the light is evenly split down the middle of the subject's face. You would typically use this type of lighting style for men and actors to add a bit of drama or mystery. This type of lighting style in a portrait setting is not typically used on women, as it's not very flattering on them. However, if it's your intention to add drama or mystery to your image, then it's certainly fine. Split lighting is achieved by positioning the light approximately 90 degrees on the left or right side of the subject until one side of the face is in shadow. So now let's talk about loop lighting. Loop lighting is one of the most commonly used styles. I know it is for me because I use it a lot. This style suits most subjects, which is why I love to use it. To create loop lighting, the main light has to be positioned right or left of the subject and slightly above the subject's eye line. However, be careful not to push it too far, as you will lose the catch lights in the subject's eyes. Loop lighting is identified and made by creating a small shadow of the subject's nose on their cheek. Rembrandt lighting. This is yet another famous lighting style that is used by many photographers, including myself. As with loop lighting, this style suits most subjects. To create Rembrandt lighting, the main light has to be positioned camera left or right 45 degrees above the subject. You position the light until you notice the shadow of the subject's nose connects with the subject's cheek. This connection forms a triangle, which is known as Rembrandt lighting. This lighting style was made famous by Rembrandt the painter, who often used this style of lighting in his paintings. Butterfly lighting. This is another commonly used lighting style that is used and is created only with artificial light and a reflector. Now, it is possible to create this look with natural light, but it's a little bit difficult because you can't really reposition the sun. But it is possible, but most photographers would use artificial light to create this look. Broad lighting. I'm not a big fan of this particular lighting style because it tends to make the subject's face fuller. That said, if you want to make someone's face fuller, well, this would be the lighting style that you would want to use. To create broad lighting, simply position the subject's face to the camera in the same position of the main light. So for example, if the main light is coming in from camera left, then instead of asking the subject to turn their face to camera left, you can ask them to turn their face to camera right. In doing so, you will be capturing the image on the broad side of the subject's face, as that's where the light and the camera is positioned. Short lighting. This lighting style creates shadows on the side of the face closest to the camera. To create short lighting, simply position the subject's face to the camera in the opposite direction of the main light. So why should you be aware of all these different lighting styles and lighting patterns? As a portrait photographer, it's important that you recognize these different lighting styles and different lighting patterns. You don't have to love each one. Heck, you don't even have to remember their names. However, as a portrait photographer, you should be able to recognize the styles. When I first got into photography many years ago, I had no idea that lighting styles existed. All I knew is that I wanted to create portraits, and I knew that there was only one light source that could help me do that, which was the sun. Because I never really knew about lighting styles or lighting patterns, it really took me a long time to come into a style that I liked. I did a lot of trial and errors early on in my photography to learn about lighting styles. I then started experimenting with different lighting styles and patterns, and then realized that I was gravitating more towards loop lighting, Rembrandt lighting, and short lighting. So once I understood this, I was able to quickly determine what I needed to do when a subject was in front of my camera. So in conclusion, lighting styles and lighting patterns are nothing sexy, but it's fundamentally something that is very important that you should know. Do you need to follow the rules of each one of these lighting styles and lighting patterns? Absolutely not. You can break the rules and you can do your own thing, but before you break the rules, you have to know the rules before you break it. I hope this video was not an introduction into lighting styles and lighting patterns, but if it was, I highly encourage you to Google and get more information, because this video was only scratching the surface of what you should know. Alright guys, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If it was, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up on this video. Put some comments down below, let me know what you think. Let me know your favorite lighting styles and patterns. And guys, please share this video with your friends and family if you think it will be helpful to them. And guys, if you got this far in this video and you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.